Hello students. So today I'll be solving another 5 set of problems which some of the students have sent me. So I found it some interesting as well as bit tricky. So let's solve. So as I told you, if you have any doubts or if you are not able to understand any of the problems, you can send me. I'll be able to solve and send it to you. So let's see the first problem. They have given a sequence an. They have given a sequence, it's not a sequence, they have given a term an which is 3n square minus 5. This is an arithmetic progression. So the nth term of an AP is 3n square minus 5. You need to find whether this forms an AP. So you have given an square is equal to 3n square minus 5. So in such kind of problems, what you need to do is, so you need to find, you have the nth term, you have n. So for that, you need to substitute the values 1, 2, 3 and so on. So you'll get some value for a1, a2, a3 and so on. So when n is equal to 1, so when n is equal to 1, it will be 1. So in the place of n, you need to substitute as 1. So 1 square minus 5. What is 1 square? It is 1. So 3 into 1 is 3, minus 5 is minus 2. So when you take n is equal to 2, so a2 is 3 into 2 square minus 5. What is 2 square? 4. 4 3s are 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. So similarly, when n is equal to 3, a3 is equal to 3 into 3 square minus 5, because in the place of n, you need to substitute as 3 here. So 3 square is 9 into 3, 27 minus 5. So 27 minus 5 is 22. So first term is minus 2, 7 and 22. Minus 2, 7 and 22. So on. So if you want to find any sequence, whether it is an AP or not, so what you need to have is, you need to have at least 3 terms. So in an AP, you need to have at least 3 terms to prove that it is an AP or not. So the first term is minus 2, 7 and 22. So the common difference, so 7 minus 2, that is minus 2. So 7 minus of minus 2. Here the common difference is 9. So here 27 and 7 and 22. So 22 minus 7 is 15. So both the common differences are not the same. Hence, this does not form an AP. So the next problem. So the next problem what they have given us, if 10 times the 10th term of an AP, if 10 times the 10th term of an AP is equal to 15 times the 15th term of an AP. I repeat, 10 times the 10th term of an AP is equal to 15 times the 15th term of an AP, then we need to show that 25th term is 0. I repeat, 10 times the 10th term. 10 times the 10th term can be written as a10. 10 times the 10th term is equal to 15 times the 15th term. It is a15. 10 times the 10th term is equal to 15 times the 15th term. So we need to show that 25th term is 0. This is what we need to prove. So we can write a10 as a plus 9d. So similarly, a15 as a plus 14d. So let's simplify this. So 10 into a is 10a plus 10 into 90 is 90d. 15 into a is 15a plus 15 into 14. So what is 15 into 14? So 15 into 14. So 14 tens are 140. So you are left with 5. So 14 5s are 70. So 70 plus 140, 210. So 210d. So let me take this d to RHS and this to the LHS. So 10a minus 15a is equal to 90d. If I take to the RHS, so 210d minus 90d. So minus 5a is equal to 210 minus 90d. It is 120d. So here a, if I take minus 5 to the RHS, it is so 120 divided by minus 5. So a is equal to minus 24d. So what will happen if I take minus 24d to the LHS? A plus 24d is equal to 0. So can you see, or can you equate, or are you able to analyze what is the similarity between these two? So 825, we need to prove 825 as 0. So what is the similarity? So here a plus 24d, this is 25th term. So how can you write 25th term as a plus 24d? So 25th term can be written as a plus 24d. We need to prove it as 0. We have got this. So for this, what you need to do is a plus 25 minus 1 into d is equal to 0. So this is a25 is equal to 0 because the nth term a plus n minus 1 into d, the nth term of an AP, a plus n minus 1 into d. So a plus 25 minus 1 into d is equal to 0. So what is n? 25. So 25th term is 0. Hence proved. In a certain AP, 24th term is twice the 10th term. 24th term is twice the 10th term. Prove that 72nd term is twice the 34th term. So what they have given is 24th term is twice the 10th term. So 24th term is twice the 10th term. So we need to prove that 72nd term is twice the 34th term. So this is what we need to prove. So here 24th term. So we can write it as a plus n minus 1 into d. So that is a plus 23d. So 10th term can be written as a plus 9d. So a plus 23d is equal to 2a plus 18d. So take a to the RHS and 18d to the LHS. So 5d is equal to a, because 2a minus a is a, 23 minus 18d is 5d. So what is a is equal to 5d. So after this you can't simplify anything. So what you do is take this. So 72nd term, a72 or 72nd term can be written as a plus 71d. So 72nd term can be written as a plus 71d. So after this, so what is 34th term? A plus 33D. When you have such kind of problem, your mind will stop for a moment, because you have got A is equal to 5D, you know what is 72nd term and 34th term, that's it. But how can you solve, or how can you prove? It's bit tricky, right? So at that time, what you can do is, see whether is there any link between these two. Or you have got A as 5D, so and here they have given the double, so when you double, it will be same. So when you double this, what will you get? You will get it as 2A and 66D. When you double this, 2 times of 34th term is 2A plus 66D. So now, if you see, the difference of these two is A plus 5D. So, can you see any link here? So, what you can do is, here, the 72nd term, A72, A plus 71D can be written as A plus 5D plus 66D. So, A. What is 5D? It is A plus 66D. So 2A plus 66D. So now, as I told earlier, this is double. So what you can do is take 2 common. So when you are taking 2 as common, you will be left with A plus 33D. You are taking 2 as common. So now A plus 33D can be written as, 34 term A plus 33D. So that is 34th term. Hence, the 72nd term is twice the 34th term. So when you are not able to solve at any particular point of time, see is there any difference? What they have given us twice. So multiply this. So at that point of time, you will try to find the link between the first equation or the second equation, whatever the equation that you take. You will see that there is some link between those two. At that point of time, you can realize, okay, this is the equation, or this is the way I need to follow. In such kind of problems, so try to do this, or try to do a rough work in the last sheet, so that once you get to know the steps, you can solve it in the main page. Because when you are not able to get the answers, again you need to strike. So try to avoid that strike, because it creates a different perspective in the mind of the evaluator. So when such kind of problems are there, first you solve it at the end of the sheet. If you get the answer, then you need to solve in the middle, in the main page. So the appearance, the neatness will always be there in the answer sheets. If nth term of an AP, in some AP, the nth term of an AP whose sequence is 9, 7 and 5, they have given an AP. One of the AP, let's take it as AP1. The sequence is 9, 7, 5 and so on in one AP. If nth term of an AP 9, 7, 5 is same as the nth term of an AP, which is 15, 12 and 9. So what is the value of n? If nth term of in AP 5, 9, 7 and 5 is same as another AP whose 15, 12, 9 and so on. There are 2 AP. We need to find for what value of n does both the AP have the same term. So this is one AP. I repeat, if nth term of AP 9, 7, 5 is same as nth term of an AP 15, 12 and 9. So find the value of n. So first AP is 9, 7, 5, second AP is 15, 12 and 9. In these two, there is a common term which is same in both the APs. So we need to find what is that common term. So in first AP, in AP1, A is 9. What is D? It is 7 minus 9 minus 2. So we need to find the nth term. So what is an? A plus n minus 1 into d. What is a? 9. N minus 1. What is d? Minus 2. 9 plus minus 2n plus 2. So it is 11 minus 2n. So similarly, in the second AP, A is 15. What is D? D is 12 minus 15. It is minus 3. So what is an? It is again a plus n minus 1 into d. A is 15 plus n minus 1. What is d? Minus 3. So it is 15 minus 3n plus 3. So it is 18 minus 3n. So what they have given is the nth term of both the APs are same. So in this case what you can do is equate both the nth term. So 11 minus 2n is equal to 18 minus 3n. So take the 11 to the RHS and minus 3n to the LHS. So when you take 11 to the RHS, it will be 18 minus 11 minus 3n plus 3n minus 2n. So n is equal to 7. So for the seventh term, both the APs will be the same. You can find what is the seventh term in here. It is when you substitute n as 7, it will be in the first AP. So seventh term, 11 minus 2 into 7 is 14 minus 3. Similarly, in second AP, the seventh term is 18 minus 3n. So 18 minus 3n, 3 sevens are 21 minus 3. So in both the cases, the nth term are the same. Hence, this is the way you can solve this.